Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Saturday's What Map. Boy, what a week I've had, but finally made it, finally. And today we've got a hell of an asset review, but before we do that, let's have a look at today's map. It's Kaikoura Realistic Map by raphavasquez, and I think I know what Kaikoura is the literal translation for. There's a clue in the thumbnail. Can you see it? You soon will. Yes, I believe Kaikoura is Japanese for Land of the Drowned Trees. Yeah, you know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. What do you need? Well, nothing. They do recommend a realistic LUT v1.2 by Captain Soap. I have gone with the rainy day LUT, because if you're going to drown those trees, you might as well really drown them. To be honest with you, the problems with this map aren't LUT related, and to be honest with you, there's a few trees there. See, there's a good start. I'm supposed to be concentrating on the highways and I get so distracted. But yes, the going with the realistic LUT would have made it slightly more attractive, but I'm not going to downmark it on aesthetics because of the wrong LUT. But it's still not a bad LUT, this one, not a bad one. Right, let's have a look at this intersection. Standard intersection. Shall we go that way or shall we carry on? We'll carry on. More trees. Hello, trees. I'm sorry. Look at them under the water there. Submerged trees. Don't forget drowned trees. They're submerged. Fantastic. Submarine trees. And no, I'm not going to sing. I am not. I refuse to sing today. I refuse to sing. Right, anyway, highways. Pretty good standard. Trees on the beach. Trees on the beach, anybody? Palm trees, maybe. I think they don't like a sandy soil, those deciduous trees. I could be wrong. Perhaps we should ask Mr. Mason. He seems to know his trees. Right, where were we? Ah, yes, we were coasting along a perfectly fine highway. There is nothing wrong with the highways, really. Nothing really, apart from there, if anything, little bit too safe. I don't know if it's fair to mark a map down on having safe highways. Like this is a bit mundane, and we've got a start square of here. I'm not checked to see whether that does reach. I doubt if the river cuts through that start square. I don't remember. I don't recall. I've let you down, guys. Mark a star off for this review because the reviewer has failed you there. But it is quite away from the highway there. Right, the river. Well, we've got this bridge. It's a bit. And we come around to the other side. We get light on the right side. That's better. That's nice. A humpbacked rail bridge. I quite like that. And it's out there in the fog. One of the best bits about this map, and it's out there in the fog. We just skip past that ruin. You're really not missing much, I promise you. It's a vanilla ruin with a vanilla cemetery. There is not much more to say. And the rail, once again, nothing really to write home about here. It's a very safe, uninspired, but come on, it's a railway line cutting through the field. Well, it's not fields, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, guys. And then we've got this bridge. Yes, there's some trees there. Hello, trees. We'll have a closer look at the trees in a minute. If you're worried that I'm not paying enough attention to the trees, I will pay attention to the trees shortly. Obviously, the trees are very vanilla because this is a very vanilla map. Coming up to the factory in the fog. In the fog. Hello, factory. You're not polluting this area, are you? Maybe not. And it's asset review time. Now, we normally do the Quirky asset review on a Saturday. Today's is not so much quirky as WTF. What the flip? I have no clue, guys. This is Animal Care by Sanjay Shah 12. I'm not sure if it's a child's daycare or a storage lockup or a pink octopus sales room, or I just don't have a clue. If you have any clues as to what this is all about, stick it in the comments below, because I am clueless. Animal Care by Sanjay Shah 12, today's quirky asset of the day. Oh my, oh my. And back to sanity. It's Kaikoura, and we're looking at the shipping routes. We've got one loops around here, and if we go over there, there's another one loops around this way. Standard stock, nothing clever, very, very workable. And down here we can see there is water movement. That is a plus mark. Okay, we might be flooding the trees, but at least the water is moving. And then if we come up this way, you'll see some lumpy water, which we'll review in a minute. Okay, don't worry, I'm not going to concentrate on that just yet. The water's moving there anyway. Now there's these trees, so we come down to ground level and see this is the lumpy water. Now there's one right in the middle of in the middle of the river there. Now I'm figuring this is because the map is just loaded and it hasn't had a chance to settle, so we'll come back to that, shall we? Let's try this river instead. There's those trees. I promised you could get a better look at the trees. I have not let you down on my promise. And now we're heading up the river. This one doesn't seem to be so lumpy. We've got workable banks on either side, which is fine. More drowned trees and more drowned trees and more drowned trees and more drowned trees. The banks, slightly variant, but not hugely, and you can kind of work with these. And then up here, do I see some lumpy water here? Do I? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. As it looks like it might be not settled, we come back a bit later, and here we are, a few years in game later. And let's check to see if everything has settled down. This is the second of those two rivers, and the original river we'll look at in a moment. As we head upstream again, once again, it's exactly what you saw a minute ago. Everything is as was, which is fine. And it's exactly the same as was. In fact, I could have skipped this bit, couldn't I? I'm sorry. And is this that lumpy water again? Wait a minute. Maybe it's not lumpy water. Look, it's actually, well, it's almost rapids, but not rapids. Be nice to add a couple of rocks in there just to show that actually that's rapids rather than lumpy water. So that was never going to settle down. Loads of drowned trees here, and if you think that's bad, look at this. Yeah, that is soggy forest. I don't mean to go on about these things, but this, if anything, is the major problem with this map. Everywhere you go, there is sodden wood that is soggy, and that's not something that it's going to be an annoyance. Even if you love the map, you're going to be spending some considerable time with the bulldozer knocking out all those trees. Anyway, we've got a split in the river here. We're going to head left. It looks slightly more interesting than going right. And then we're heading up into the mountains and into the fog. Can't see there, but that's okay because there's not really much to see up there, really. And there's the other river. Got it. Now we'll head downstream on this one. We know it's flowing water, so that's fine. And it's quite nice up here. In fact, very flat banks. Do like that. I prefer these banks to the other river. Drowned trees, more drowned trees. Oh my lifeies. Oh my lifeies. It's been a hard week. Why are you doing this? Look at that background was nice though. Background was very nice. And now down the stream we go. Down the stream we go. Diddly 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 diddly. Yeah, now narrows up here. Narrows up and lumpy there. We're back to lumpy water. So here we are years on, and this part of the river down here has not settled at all. And I would argue that probably the problem is there's not enough water getting to this bottom part of the river to actually fill the banks up. So I reckon there's the problem. It's just not enough water flow to fill that bottom part of the river. So we could wait forever, and that's never going to be a good strong river at the bottom. So that's just one more thing to sort out. Right, now that's the map as a whole. Let's have a quick look at the terrain. Let's start with down here. And we've got some hills down in this quadrant. And they're nice hills. They're good hills. The terraforming, the land's terraforming is fine. Then we get into the forestry areas, and they are undulating hills. Very workable as well for building of small towns. And then when you cross the river again, you're getting onto the main build plane, which is pretty flat. Not perfectly flat, but pretty flat. And actually very nice for the city builder. Loads of the standard trees. Absolutely everywhere. Okay. The big hills, well, they're big and they're hilly and they look realistic. Like I say, the good bits in this map are very, very good. I like the overall shape. The terraforming is excellent. Like I say, the water, we haven't looked at this river, but it is out in the fog. Yeah, the water is lets itself down here. Hang on a second, look at this. Let's switch the fog off. Yeah, there you go. The fog is off. Look at that. Okay, it's out in the fog, so you can barely see it. But look at that. Oh, my giddy aunt. She's so giddy. Right, and then along the beach, we have got trees on the beach and drowned trees in the ocean. Oh, it's all about drowned trees. Kaikoura, realistic map, land of the drowned trees. Deary me. So yeah, but like I say, the good bits are very good. Now down here, like this peninsula, it's very pleasing. It's very, very pleasing. We come down here, we've got this little sandbank island, very nice. And then if we head around here, you won't be surprised to hear that there will be, there she is, the essential lighthouse. Yeah. It's fine, it's fine. It's okay sighted wise, and would you have a lighthouse there? I think so. Yep, I agree. That's the right place for a lighthouse. So anyway, that's my overall thoughts on the map. Pretty much covered it. Let's score this thing, shall we? Aesthetically, I really like this map. I think it's got a lot going for it, and I'm going to give that 4 big stars. But for detailing, it's shot itself in the foot so badly, so very badly, that I can't give it more than 2. Gameplay potential, on the other hand, I would love to give this map 4 stars. There's a lot going for it, but the first thing you're going to do is spend 3/4 of an hour deleting loads of trees. Well, you've got to lose a star for that. And then you've got to fix that river. I don't know how long that's going to take anybody to fix. So lose a star for that as well, I'm afraid. So that's just 2 stars for gameplay. That's Kaikoura Realistic Map by raphavasquez. A map with a lot of potential that just shoots itself in the foot. So that's it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing. If you want to see the full list of maps for What Map, well over 200, the link is down there in the description. And I will very happily see you on Monday for another full week of What Map. Have a great weekend, guys.